loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Today is the first day of 4 Looks Uno palette. If you have not seen these before, I have 2 more of these. One is a fall edition, one is a summer edition, and I will link them below, but this is going to be the event edition. So if you want to know more about that, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, so for this series, I am using the brand new Sephora palette called, if I can show you, I Love. And it is $14. And I thought it was beautiful. The reason being is because, yes, I know sometimes I get called out for doing the same eyeshadow colors, but this is gonna be all looks that everyone can do, that all eye colors can use. It's approachable, it's still natural, it's in everybody's comfort, comfort zone. It would be different if I was having a full palette of like all green eyeshadows or all purple eyeshadows, which if you want me to do one maybe of all purples, let me know sometime and I will do that. But I thought that this was a great price point, $14 for an eyeshadow palette that is great quality and readily available for the most part, and it is a very user-friendly eyeshadow palette. I thought would be the best idea, okay? So the top row is matte, the bottom row has shimmer to it, and this is going to be a powder for either blending or your base coat, okay? So I can't wait to get into this. Today's look is gonna be a quick morning work look. That's what we're doing today. I do have foundation on. I will put the rest of it on as we go, but usually I just slap some makeup on if I'm running to work, foundation, and I did put it over my eyelids today because sometimes I do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with a little bit of eyeshadow primer. Pick your favorite, okay? Whatever eyeshadow primer you wanna use. I'm just using the Urban Decay one because it's one of the only ones that doesn't burn my eyes. All right. If you've seen this technique before, you know that it's really quick and it's super, super easy. So here's the eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna take a matte color. I'm gonna take this guy right here and I'm going to scrape it off, and I'll show you guys in 1 second. And I'm just taking my brush, the tip of a brush, scraping it into the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to put it out on my hand. So we now have this, and I'm gonna mix them together. And if you've seen me do this before, this is your own cream eyeshadow. Honestly, this might sound like it takes a long time, but it really doesn't. And the reason why I like to use this technique is because it gives me the ability to create whatever look I want, have staying power, because if we are going into work, we need to have staying power, and we need to make it last. Okay, so I'm just taking it on a brush. This is a Luxie brush. I will list that below. I'm going to make sure there's no creases in my foundation on my eyeballs first. But I did not set the foundation yet with powder. We're gonna do, like I said, a very quick makeup look for work. Just taking this and pressing this into this socket right here. These shadows are doing beautifully with this technique. Synthetic brush has nothing on it, and I am just blending this into the crease. Okay. How pretty. This palette does so nicely with this technique. And honestly, once you get used to using a shadow primer with a powdered eyeshadow, this takes no time. It literally just took me a minute. And use the tip of a brush. This is working out so well. I'm loving this color. This color is fantastic for all eye colors. For me, most of my friends work in a corporate environment, so they can't necessarily go in, or I mean, I guess they could, but they don't choose to go in with like pink or, green or blue eyeshadow. So that's why I wanted to use neutral colors, so everyone could feel like this is something they would actually wear. Now I'm going to take this on a angled brush. This is just a brow brush by Zoeva. And I'm going to pull this ever so slightly underneath the eye, just to give a little bit of definition. We're not smoking this out, okay? We're just gonna give a little bit of definition. Yes, this color is stunning. So far, this palette is killing it. And we've only used 1 color. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this in the back of my hand in case I need to use a little bit more. Okay, so obviously what you could do is stop here. Put on some mascara, call it a day. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take, on a fluffier brush, Zoeva 228 crease brush, is I am going to go into this color right here. And these colors don't have any names, guys, so sorry. I'm just going to blend this out just ever so slightly. Blend this out with that color. And what this does is it gives you great definition and it's quick, but it also is a little bit more modern than doing the typical like one color in the crease, one on the outside, one kind of right here. It's a lot quicker and a little bit more modern, in my opinion. Just my 2 cents. All right. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to take the on a flat brush. This one is just like a flat shadow brush. We're going to go into this first color. And we're just going to put a little bit, again, this is matte. We're going to put a little bit under that brow. This palette would be still great no matter if you had deeper skin tones as well, because it's really highly pigmented. Okay, now again, you can stop here if you want to. I'm not going to. I'm going to say that I work in a little bit more of a funkier environment, and I'm going to spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray, and I'm going to go into this gorgeous champagne color, and we're just going to pop it right in here. Again, optional step, but I think it really completes the look. And again, if you work in an environment where this is not appropriate, of course, just feel free to use like a matte shadow, you know, or skip this step altogether. But I think it really finishes off the look. These colors, I'm sorry, you guys, Sephora's own shadows are really, really good. I don't think anyone should ever think that they're not good products. Sephora collection, whenever they're created, they are created by people that actually know what they're doing, okay? They're created by makeup artists for everybody. And for like beauty, you know, experts, they are created by. Okay, so this is a beautiful look. All I'm going to do, in my opinion, you can disagree, all I'm going to do is put a little bit of mascara on. If you choose to use waterproof, go for it. I usually use waterproof on the bottom lashes or a tubing mascara, but a lot of times for work, I will not put mascara on the bottom lashes just because, again, I want it to be just a little bit effortless and less abrasive for me, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so I lied. I just put concealer on, but I thought I would show you how I finished this look in a very short amount of time. So I'm just taking a cream blush, pick your favorite. I have no powder on, by the way. And just go like this. You can use your lipstick. That is a fantastic way to get out the door in the morning, is just take your lipstick and pop it on your cheeks. It'll give you a really nice cohesive look. Blending out your cream blush with the sponge that you did your foundation with will give it a little bit more of a seamless look. It's one of my favorite things to do. You can also use your fingers too, up to you. Okay, so blush is on. Okay, so I'm gonna set this with my Milani Prep Set and Glow. I'm gonna put it on my Beauty Blender and just quickly set this face. I like to be glowy, guys, you know that. So if you want to just use your regular setting powder, go for it. But I like a good glow. And I'm not setting the cheeks because I just wouldn't normally. And then I will pop on a gloss, or you can just put on a little bit of your favorite bronzer. Just if you want a little bit of extra sculpting. It's up to you, total personal preference. There it is. I'm taking my Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy because I know that I love it. Easy to reapply, looks beautiful on the lips. And then even if I wanted to, I'll take a little bit of my cream blush. Tap it in the middle. Why not, right? Okay, so yes, we started out super simple, super easy. I just think that this look is very professional, very refined, and very fresh looking. And I think this is gonna be great when we go into fall as well, because we want to use all of those cream products. We want to be glowy, we want to be dewy, because for the most part, we're all gonna be dry because it's gonna be cold, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for the next 4 days. I'm excited to bring these videos to you, and lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.